Hey everybody, welcome back to JR Budgets and welcome to week 1 of August. I want to say it's week 1. Yeah, week 1 of August's cash stuffing. I hope everyone has had a great week. I've had a very busy week. Work was mental busy this week, and yeah, I think I picked up a little bit of a cold or something. So I'm feeling very sorry for myself with I'm calling it the man flu, but it's actually not as bad as that at all. But lots to get through on the show today. Lots to get through in today's video. So I'm going to cash stuff. I've done a little rebinder update, and I have to tell you about my trip to London. But let's check what I'm stuffing this week first. So I have my usual €5 in coin, which goes to travel, and then it's going to be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 65, 75, 85, and then 105, 125, 45, 65, 85, 205, and then 225, and then 100 placeholder as usual. I have 50, which is going to be like a little mini bonus stuffing. So I stuffed, I saw something on Facebook or Marketplace, so I have €50 from that. And then I have some leftover, so I have €3 from travel and 10 from spending. So no ideas where they're going to go yet, but I will sort it along the way. So yeah, hope everyone's had a great week. So I was in London to meet my pen pal on Saturday. So it was a great start. We were on the plane at the airport, and the flight was supposed to be like 6:45, and at like 6:30 we were on the plane, like all buckled in and ready to go. Technology is going to get 10, so that now has 50 in the bank and 70. So yeah, buckled in, ready to go, and the captain comes on and says, and this is a quote: "The plane was in the hangar last night and the engineer forgot to charge the emergency lights. So we're currently plugged in and we're charging them. We will probably be about like 40 minutes to an hour." We were there for 2 hours, so it was like nearly like 10 to 9 by the time we left. So yeah, bit mad. Eating out is going to get a £5 this week, so that now has 100 in the bank and then 30 in cash. So I'll pop that back there. I'm actually going to swap those two 10s for a 20. Mini condense while I'm at it. So yeah, that was the first part of my drama in London. Health has 150, and that's fully funded. So when I landed, I had messaged the AirBnB host where I was staying, and was saying to that Airbnb host, like, I'm gonna like drop my bag, and he's like, yeah, that's no problem. Like, this is the address. Anytime after 9:30 is fine. And I had let him know that the flight was delayed, so I wouldn't be there on time. So that was fine. Cats is going to get a tenner, so that has 30. So got there, and he was like, oh, very, very slight problem. So you're in a single room. We also have a double room that we rent out, and yeah, there's bed bugs in the double room. Now, I think your room is fine, but there's bed bugs in the double room. And I was like, what? So I was not happy with that. So I contacted Airbnb, and in fairness, their support was like absolutely phenomenal. They gave me two options. They said that they can send me a list of like nearby Airbnbs, or I could like find one myself, or I could go book a hotel and send them the receipt and they'd reimburse me. Sorry, so clothing's going to get a tenner, which now has 130, 100 in the bank. So I was like wanted to clarify, because they kind of said you could book any hotel you wanted. Now I was going to take the piss and book like a really luxurious hotel, but I didn't. So I booked like a 4-star hotel. It was €195 for the night, and I sent them the receipt. And then it was on like 10 minutes from Oxford Street in London. And in fairness, I sent them the receipt on Saturday, and I got paid out on Tuesday. I got like reimbursed back to my bank. They also refunded my original booking, so my accommodation for those 2 days, or for that like overnight in London, was free, which was amazing. Appliances has 200 in the bank, and then 20, 30, 35. So that's not getting anything. I am so sorry, excuse me. Books has 50, and it still has 50. I did buy a book, but I took it out of just my London spending money. Home, I took €20 out of this, but it still has 100 left in the bank, and that is, I'm going to give it a £5 this week. Haircut is going to get a tenner, and it has 20, so that's enough for another haircut. Subscriptions then is going to get a tenner. And I'm going to swap that for 20 so I can colour in another one of these. So yeah, it was very much like a stressful morning when I got to London that Saturday. But got there in the end. I said the support from Airbnb was amazing. Like they were really, really like on the ball, like top tier, like couldn't fault them at all. So thank you to, I think it was April was the agent that was dealing with. So he was really, really amazing and like really helped. So thank you very much. Subscriptions now has 50 in the bank and then 20/40, so 90 in the subscriptions fund. So yeah, I got to meet my friend anyway. First time meeting her in person in like 15 years. I've never met. We knew each other like from like college online and all that. So sorry, this is gonna get a fiver. So yeah, it was great fun. We did loads. We got to see like Tower Bridge at night, which I'd actually, like, funnily enough, in all the times I've been to London, which is a lot, I've never seen Tower Bridge at night. We also went to get something to eat. We went to the Met, or not the Met. Oh no, what's the museum called? Oh, if I think of it, I'll pop it up on the screen. I will pop it up on the screen because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But oh, that's really gonna fucking annoy me. Anyway, for now, Work Gifts Fund has 30 quid. And then on the Sunday, so that was Saturday and Sunday, we met up. We went to Camden Town, which was like absolutely, I love Camden Town as it is. So we went out there and we had a great time. This is going to get a fiver, so I'll swap that out for 10, and I'm going to rob one of the markers over here for a brown cola. And then my friend was leaving like early enough, so I think she was leaving around 1 p.m, but my flight wasn't until, her flight was like 4, but she was leaving at 1 to get her bag and go to the airport. My flight was like 10:30 that night, so I ended up booking a show, and I went to see The Play That Goes Wrong, and absolutely, it's so funny. Like, if you haven't seen it, absolutely add it to your list when you're going to London. So Nights Out Fund has 50 in the bank and then 10 in cash. I'll probably spend some of that this week because we have our work summer party on Friday night. So looking forward to that. Saving for a treat then. I was glad I didn't have to dip into this for when I was in London, because I was going to dip into it to buy my show ticket, but since I didn't have to pay for accommodation, I actually just used that money to like get my food and all that. So I did take money out of London, but I'll get to that when I get to the London folder, or the travel binder. So that has 50 in the bank and then 10 in cash, so 60 in that one as well. And then moving on to the, get in, you fucker. The last one in here is my house. So I'm giving this 20 this week. And it has 200, 200, 500, so 900 and 20, 40, 60. So nearly 1,000 in that one now. So that one is moving along swiftly, so I can pop that binder there. So this is one of the updates. I moved my challenges into this binder since I finished Christmas. So for spending this week, I usually give myself 50, and it's not going to change because I'm not going to use all the 50. So let's go, and that is rock and rock. So that's only 10. I'm going to roll again, which is rock again. Okay, that's 15. I'm going to roll. This is going to be the last roll. And rock again. Jesus, all rocks. So 20 quid into that one. And that means 30 can go into my spending for the week, which is just back there. And then 20 going to go into rock, paper, scissors. So 20, 40, 50 and 50. So that one now has €100 in rock, paper, scissors. This is from Cash Cushion Budgets. This was I'll need to put it through the laminator again, but it was a digital download on their Etsy store, and I made it into a vellum envelope for myself. Travel gets its 20 quid, so that is, let's go, that was left over. So I'm trying to think of what I am going to be in work this week. So working Monday, well, I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I am in the office, I think, Monday and Wednesday. So I'm actually getting a lift in Monday morning because it's a bank holiday and the buses don't run. So I think I can do 10, chance doing 10, and keep a fiver, sorry, keep a tenner for, I'll keep 10 for travel, and then this can go in here. So that now has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 already, and then we have 35 and 50, so 85 and 7 is 92 in Go Budget Boo Travel. Summer Saver, so Pina Colada is gonna get I think I'm giving it 20 this week because I am so close to finishing this one. So if I go 20, that's 5, 10, 15 and 20, and there's 10 left, which I might come back to if I have some left. But for now, that has 200 in the bank and then 40 in cash. So €10 left, and that will be done, and we can reallocate that. And then the happy hour, so I'm going to use the 3 here, which I'm going to actually swap this out. So that now, that's 5, and I'm going to swap it into the travel one here. And do I have a 5 in here? I can take that 5 out and leave it there, because it's a zipper and I don't want to break it. Okie dokie, so this is going to get, sorry, 3 went in here, so I can cross off a 3, which is this one here, and I'm going to put in a tenner, so I can do 2 more 5s. So this one now has 50 in the bank already, and then 35, so 85 in happy hour, and that was the one that we already completed. So we're working on happy hour. And then I moved the Christmas food fund in here, so I'll pop a 5 in here, which now has 60 quid. And I will just colour in another one of these cloches. So that is that one, and then I can move on to travel. So as I said, I took €200 out of my London travel folder. So London had 315, so I still actually have 115 left in there, so I don't actually touch that for now. I think that'll do me. I can add to it again if I plan to go to London, so I will leave that there. Canada is at like 2,560. Japan has 3,000, so that's going to be for next year, because I had to swap some plans around. Passport to success, I won't touch. So what I'm going to do with this placeholder, I'm actually going to pop it into the accommodation fund. So I have Lanzarote booked in November, so I have like an Aer Lingus credit card here in Ireland, and if you spend a certain amount, you get 2 free flights a year. You just have to pay the taxes. So the flight was like €15, which I did pay previously with spending money. So the hotel is like, I think it's like 450 for the week, but it's, you pay it when you arrive. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop it in here. So this now has 200, 100, so that's going to be 350. So I'll work on that, and then I'll keep going for some spending money then for Lanzarote. So that is that one. So let's move on, and I have 15, 20. So I am on August in the monthlies. So far in the monthlies we've May, June and July done, which is 250, but it's actually 260 in the bank on those ones. So can close up that back in there. And I am going to put 15 in here. So 1, 2, 3 icons. So that 15 can go in here, 5, 10, 15. think I've used that tenner that I said I'd figure out where I was going. It went somewhere. I don't know where it went. This is my Christmas binder that I made. So I used Iris's tutorial, and then Omar at Cash Cushion Budgets made some vinyl for me. So that is like really, really nice vinyl. So he made like 3 different types of vinyl. So I popped one here. I've actually popped one on the back, Christmas, and it saves 500. So I already had 500. So I have popped one in here as well. So a placeholder in here, and this already has a $5. So I'm going to pop the 20 in, and I'm going to go to, excuse me, Jesus, I'm so sorry. 20 euros can go into that envelope. And I will work from the back so I can cross off another one of those here. So yeah, brilliant. So Christmas round 2 has 525. So I'm aiming to save like 1,000 for that. And once I get to the 1,000, I will be very happy. And that should do Christmas for me. So finally, this 50 euro that I had from Marketplace, I am going to fold it up and pop it in here into the, if I can get in. I don't like the way it like shows up, so I can still pull it out if I need to, but anyway, I won't, I promise. So I can cross off a 40 here and then a 10 here, which is the 50. So once I get another 40 here, which I would probably use some out of when I finish the summer challenge next week, I will pop it in here, and then that will be 4 full rows completed on that one. But for now, everyone, thank you so much for watching another cash stuffing video for August. I can't believe it's August week 1, and I will see you in my next video next weekend. Hope you have a great week, and take care, and goodbye. Oh yeah, please don't forget to subscribe if you watch these videos. I never ask people to do that, but I think I'm at like 138 or something subscribers, so it would be cool if you do watch it, drop a like and drop a subscribe. If you leave a comment, I will get back to you in the comment box below. But thanks so much, have a great week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.